This is the URT. You are the URT. Pick up the URT. Smash a like for the URT. How we doing, people? Welcome back to the channel. We're here. Listen, don't get all doom and gloom, man. Manchester United will rise again. I promise you. I promise you. I don't know if it's going to be in our lifetimes, but Manchester United will rise again. We will rise again from this BS ownership. But big up to all you lot. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you don't. Today, we're going to talk about why Carrick is the favourites in the bookies. We're going to be giving the pros and cons, people. The pros and the cons of why most United fans want Michael Carrick to be the coach. Is it because we won 4 games? I think it's going to take more than that to convince me personally. It's not even about the wins. It's about how he manages all the different aspects of the game. The coach management, the mentality of the player, how he improves players. Most importantly, the biggest thing for me is his in-game management. How is he going to do the in-game management? And that, I'm going to big up Saeed for the raid, by the way. But yeah, we're going to be talking about that. But yeah, after this, please smash the like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. We'll be back after this intro. We're going to be discussing it. We're going to give the pros and cons. I'm going to give you my opinion. I'm going to give you my objective opinion. But yeah, let's go, people. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And we'll see you after this intro. Yeah, you're right. There we go. Big up to everybody, man. Smash the like. Obviously, Manchester United are not playing. We're not playing till the 20th, which is next Monday, basically. We've got another week of no Manchester United. And to be fair, I can't be asked watching other teams either. I'm not going to lie to you. Other than if there's a big game I'm going to watch. Of course, I'm going to be watching some of the Champions League games tomorrow and Wednesday. Some of the Champions League qualifiers, knockout to the knockout stages. But big up to all you lot. We're going to be today discussing everything that's about Michael Carrick and Manchester United. What we're discussing is that why is Michael Carrick the favourite for the Manchester United job? And what does that tell you about where we are as a football club? Obviously, most of you know, I came out against the West Ham game and I was incredibly critical of Michael Carrick, and I basically explained people can draw a game, you can lose a game, but I actually, one of the biggest things that I judge most coaches on is the in-game management, lineup, in-game management in the game and what they're doing. So I actually didn't see Manchester United. I didn't see that Manchester United, he answered any of those things. I thought he played for the draw at the end. He didn't play to win the game. And if you're gonna market yourself as Manchester United DNA, you have to stay principled. To number one on Manchester United DNA is risk taking. Is to take the risk of winning the game. And I would be coming out here defending Michael Carrick if he risked winning the game. But I'm gonna put all of that things aside. That's my personal view. I'm gonna give you 4 categories of what it is to become the Manchester United first team coach, because we're not hiring managers anymore. And I want to define people what a first team coach is and a manager is. Manchester United are no longer in the business of hiring managers. Manchester United are in the business now with the Ineos and the Glazers, first team coaches. URT, we are live right now for the latest. I'm just putting a tweet out there. Latest Man UFC news. And we asked the thing, you know what I mean? And then we discussed the big meat of the topic is that is Carrick. Why is he favourites? Is it just people have been lazy? Is it because we won 4 games? For the latest Man UFC news. Yeah, so let me just send this out. But big up to Oliver. Please, let's get to 100 likes ASAP. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming mainly at 9 o'clock tomorrow. That's going to be a big game tomorrow, yeah. I'm planning a watch along, yeah. Hopefully I can jump on, Jarvis. Tomorrow I'll jump on, watch the game with you. Big up to you and love. Hopefully I can come on Tactical Devils. I'll be live on Tactical Devils tomorrow night. Doing the Inter Milan and Bodo Glimt game. Big up to Jarvis. Make sure you tune in tonight as well, Tactical Devils. Are you doing a show tonight, Jarvis? 9 o'clock, Jarvis Corner. What the best Manchester United show on a Monday is on Tactical Devils, so make sure you check them out, people. So Michael Carrick, Carrico, people have been getting carried away. So I want to give my categories of what it is. So for me, the bigger thing is that can you stay connected to Manchester United DNA? And what do I mean by Manchester United DNA? Manchester United DNA is front foot football. It's aggressive. It's attacking football. It's doing what you need to do with or without the ball. That's one. It's the in-game management. It's reading the game and seeing that, oh, we're getting battered on the left-hand side, or the team's coming through the middle. Go and stop the bleeding and change it. The other thing is that, so that's one. So the first one is front foot football. In possession, out of possession, you have to recognize what a Manchester United team is and stay true to all of the history of the Busby and Fergie and all of that, the people who had a success at this football club. Then the in-game management for me is so important. As a coach, when you set your 11 players out onto that pitch, you need to be able to help those players. You need to be able to give them the best opportunity to win the game, and you'll be able to get them. And so that, obviously, we're a club with tradition of young players, so you need to be able to get the best. So the third thing is this. The third thing is that can you improve the players? Can we see players improve? Can you give a high ceiling to these players? Can they improve? That's the third one. And the fourth one is, can you get the best out of the young players that come into the team? Can you develop young players who are the football club? They're the 4 categories. 4 categories, and I'm going to put them on now, and I want you to tell me, which do you think Carrick is best at? So let's do this. We're not messing about here. You're doing a show with me today, people. It's just going to be me and you. We're doing a show together. Me and you, chat. We're doing it together. So the first thing I need you to do is please keep smashing the likes on the video and subscribing to the channel. Right? So we're going to be going for this. So I need to know, this is what we're doing, a category. I'm going to give the 4 categories. Which quality is Carrick good at? What's quality? What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, what skill does Carrick what's the word? Excelling. So these, what I've given you, is the 4 things, right? In-game management, getting the best in-game management, improving players. Actually, the first one should be the Manchester United DNA. 1 second, people. 1 second. I'm figuring it out. No, it's all right. Improving players. Yeah. I'll do it. It don't matter what the order is. Yeah. Don't matter what the order is. Manchester United DNA. Man UFC DNA. Football. Attacking. Aggressive football. And then the 4th one the youth development. Right. This is what the next Manchester United manager needs. Attacking front foot football. Right. There we go, people. Tell me which one does he excel in? I've just wrote it down, people. So let's have a go. Let's look at it. Let's be honest. So the first one we've got on there, let's go through it and just tell me, vote what you think he excels in. So what skill does Michael Carrick already excel in, right? Tell me what he excels in, right? What does he that's what we need to do. So let's talk about it, people. No, I don't think anybody's jumping on. I'm happy to do the show by myself. Big up. So has Carrick, as a first team coach, is he playing front foot Manchester United football? I'm talking about off the ball and on the ball. What do you close your eyes and know Manchester United are either aggressively pressing, winning the ball back, scoring goals, and when they all lose the ball, all the players are working hard to win the ball back? How many people think that, right? Get it in the comments. Tell me, has Carrick excelled in that? Does he excel in that? Or does he only excel in one part of it? Does he excel in the aspect of what we defend all right without the ball? Sorry, without the ball, we're getting into a shape. Are we really playing incredibly attacking football? I don't think we are. I think there's parts of it in the game against Spurs. We saw bits of it against Arsenal, obviously. We scored 3 goals away from home. We saw it. We should have scored 6. We saw it against City, to be honest with you. We did see it against City. We did see it against... we saw it against City and Arsenal. Did we see it against Fulham? No, we saw less of it against Fulham. Did we see it all throughout against Spurs? We saw some parts of it against Spurs. Did we see it against West Ham? We didn't see it against West Ham. We were dreadful. We were absolutely dreadful in attack. So we didn't see that. So the jury's out. Out of 5 games, in 2 games, we clearly saw that. We clearly saw that it's Manchester United DNA football. It's front foot football. It's get the ball forward. It's attacking. It's taking shots. It's defending when we needed to defend. We saw that out of 5. We saw it clearly for 2 games. And then we saw it maybe in the next 2 games. We saw little bits of it here and there. But against West Ham game, we didn't see it. That's number 1. That's being objective. Or do you think I'm lying? Do you think that's not right? What's the other thing? So let me just have a look at the poll. So the voting does it here. It shows that, Man UFC attacking from football. 44% of you have said that so far. And because you've recognized that mainly in the City game and in the Arsenal game. So he has shown that. He can improve a bit more, but he has shown that he can do that. He can do that, right? He has shown that he can do that, right? Big up to everybody. Please do keep smashing the like on the video. Let's get to 100 likes. There's over 100 of you in here. Apparently, Carrick was critiqued for his lack of defensive discipline and at times rigid style of play, not compromising more. Yeah, 100%. 100%. 100%. And I saw exactly that against West Ham. But people told me that my eyes were lying to me. People disagreed with me. And that's fine. That's what football is. Football is a game of opinion. But yeah. Tactics-wise, he does make changes, but It feels a lot like a trial and error more than knowledge. Okay, so this is what we're doing. Like the video, people. Big up to Jamie Wayne. We have 120. Yeah, let's get 100 likes, man. We need 100 likes. No, right. Instead of saying they want a puppet, you might as well say they want a dog to order around. Yeah, yeah. And I think Pochettino fits that perfectly. Yeah, big up to Bolswick Jackson, man. Big up. He made a career out of himself, man. He's a kid from around the corner, man. He grew up around the corner, so I'm happy for him. He made it as a professional footballer. Big up Francisco says, honestly, he excels in one thing and not the other. But he's only coached few games. How do you know if he's always going to play like that? Well, because I think within 5 games, you can get an idea what he wants to play. I thought for 2 games, we were fantastic. But what I saw against West Ham severely worried me. I thought the fact that he didn't make any changes at halftime worried me, because to me it showed that he wasn't about front foot football. He was more a conservative, and he wanted just to get the draw. So that's he played for a draw, he coached for a draw, and it didn't help the players on the football pitch for me. Nuruddin, Carlos and Tuchel rejecting more to do with the same club finished. Yes. Big up Spike Lee. Yeah, big up Spike Lee, man. And what have they got on? What are the Zios got on? What have they got on LeBron James, man? Is LeBron James in the Epstein files? Is that what it is? They caught him with kids. Is that what it is? Is that what it is, people? Is that what it is? It's crazy. We absolutely finished massively worried about Southgate. The longer well, I'd rather have Carrick than Southgate, because I don't rate Southgate. I've never rated Southgate. I'm not a Southgate guy. If you put a gun to my head tomorrow to now and said Southgate or Southgate or Carrick, I'll say Carrick, because Carrick might know a bit more about Manchester United than Southgate does. Yeah, big up Simba. So to me, that's a bit 50-50, because he showed it in 2 games. Okay, we're going to give out a 5, right? So he's played 5 games. We're going to give the mark out of 5. Front foot Manchester United football. He showed it in 2 big games. He showed it a bit against Fulham, showed it a bit against Spurs, and that it disappeared against West Ham. So if I'm going to be honest, we're going to give it 3.5 out of 5 for that. 3.5 out of 5 for that. Let's move on to the next category. Improving players. So what players has he got the best out of, do you think? Okay, Kobe's playing a lot better. Casemiro's playing a lot better. Dogu, before he got injured, was playing a lot better. But Dogu's form picked up under Amorim, so should Carrick get all the credit with Dogu? Kobe should definitely get the credit for Kobe. You should definitely get the credit for Maguire and Lissandro, the way the partnership was played. He should definitely get credit for the form that, even though I don't think he's that great, Diego Dalot has shown. So yes, out of that, we're giving him 5 out of 4 for that, because looks like Kobe's playing better football. Looks like Dalot's playing better football. Look like Maguire, Martinez playing better football. Look like Bruno's gone up a notch. Look like Cunha it's gone up a notch. So yes, it's improving play. I think that's his strongest quality. I'm gonna give him 5 out of 4 for that. 4 out of 5 for that. Do you agree? Do you guys agree? Yes or no? Do you guys agree? Yes or no? Yeah, listen, basically, Elon Musk is about the highest bidder, it's whoever pays. He's not asked about any of these things, it's about whoever pays. Yeah, Dogu, we're not giving him the Dogu thing, but Dogu scoring bangers is him. So do you agree that that's his highest thing? So far, what we've realized that players have improved and played a lot better. And that the passing, the rondos, you can see there's a bit of improvement in the way that United keep the ball at times. So that's an improvement in the confidence of players. So out of that, we're giving him 4 out of 5. Let's move on to the next topic. Next criteria, not topic, but next criteria. Next criteria is in-game management. How is Michael Carrick with his in-game management? In-game management. I think if you say the City game, if you say the City game, and you say the Arsenal game, I think they were fantastic. I think Fulham, I think Spurs, West Ham, it disappeared. West Ham, it completely disappeared. His in-game management was woeful. So for that, I'm going to give him a mix 2.5 because he's showing me that his in-game management is okay, but to me, he loses a lot of it in the West Ham game because the West Ham game, Manchester United there could have won the game, beat West Ham, who were 18th, who were relegation fodder, but he was too cowardly in my sense, his in-game management. Now, to me, it's 2.5, 2.5. If I'm being super objective, it's 2.5. 2.5 is 2.5 because that was worrying what he did there against West Ham. It was worrying. So he gets 2.5 in that. Some people are giving him a 3, no problem. I'm not gonna disagree with that. I'm not gonna try to fight that, but I think it's 2.5 out of 5. So that's his, at the moment, that's his lowest score in that criteria as being Manchester United first team coach beyond this summer. Right? We gave him, what score did we give him? I gave him a 3. What was the thing I gave him a 3? Let me have a look. I gave him a 3 in terms of improving players. I gave him 4 out of 5. Attacking front foot football, I saw it for 2 games definitely. I didn't see it for the West Ham game. I saw less of it against Fulham, and I didn't see it against. I saw a little bit in the first half an hour. It was hard to tell in Spurs, so he gets a 3. So out of 5, 3 from me. DNA Manchester United football. Improving players, I give him 4 out of 5. I think that's his strong point. In-game management, I give him 2.5, 2.5. Youth development, obviously, it's hard to judge on that one. It's very difficult to judge on that one. But if we're going to judge him by Kobe, then he gets a 3.5 for that. Because Kobe Mainoo wasn't in the pitch. And Kobe Mainoo's come back and looked integral part of Manchester United. Big up, Ben. I hope you're good. Ben, let me know. I can send you the link if you want to come on for 10 minutes. If not, no problem. So that's what he scored out of 5 in 4 different categories. I'll go to the categories and just remind you, but do you agree or do you disagree? There you go. You've got it. Pentagon's got here. Pengboy's got it here. Ben Poikati. 4 out of 5 for me for improving players. 3 out of 5 for me in terms of front foot Manchester United DNA. 2.5 for me in in-game management. 3.5 youth. I say 3. I say 3. But you've gone for 3.5. So I understand why. But I say 3 for Kobe Mainoo. Because Kobe Mainoo was exiled and he's come back in and he's got the best out of him. It helps that he's also a midfield player and he'll know more about that position and to get the best out of Kobe Mainoo. So, yeah, this is the criteria. That's the criteria and this is it. So this is what it is, people. I'm not going to mess about and say, I'd give it 3.5 in the last category in terms of the youth because Kobe has come in and done fantastically well. You know, his performances have been really good. But in terms of the other, I think improving players, I've given 4.5, 3.5 in terms of front foot Manchester United football. I think 3. I think 3 I would give him 3. Definitely 2.5 in terms of in-game management. It was woeful against West Ham. And I don't mind you giving him 3.5 for youth. But yeah, that is what it is. But keep voting because I'm really interested in what you guys think. I just want to remind people. So what skill does Carrick excel in? In-game management, 24. Improving players, 32. Man UNC front foot football, 39. Youth development, 5. That's what we are. So we're not too far away from each other. We're not too far away from each other. I think because of the 2 games it was, some of you are just a bit too giddy and you know, 40% of you have voted for that. But yeah, this is where we're at. This is where Manchester United are, people. Obviously, you know, because now Manchester United Football Club is looking for a first-team coach. They're not looking for a manager. I repeat for the people at the back, Manchester United are in the business, or Clownchester United, or Branchester United, or Ineos Chester United are looking for, they are looking for a first-team coach. And I've just put out the 4 categories that you have to scale in, you have to be really good at. And that's what it is. So they're not looking to hire. So now Ancelotti is out. For me personally, Ancelotti is signing a contract with Brazil. Tuchel is signing a contract with England. Nagelsmann, I don't want to go anywhere near him. I'm not going for any kind of hipster, new coach kind of phenomenon. I'm not going anywhere near Nagelsmann. I'm not going anywhere near De Zerbi's not going to come to Manchester United because he's a manager. He wants to be a manager. He doesn't want to be a first-team coach. He wants to have a say in the transfers. Unai Emery is ruled out because he wants to manage and he wants to have a say in the way Manchester United, in the way that players are bought in. So forget him as well. So we've got Glasner, we've got Eddie Howe, we've got Areola, we've got Carrick. Who else have we got in terms of a coach? Pochettino for me. Pochettino will be perfect. Ineos bootlicker. Gary Neville is really, really fond of him, Pochettino. And Gary Neville has got Jim's ear. So it is what it is. Ruben, why do you ask about Michael Carrick's skill needs to excel in for me? I wouldn't say football, attacking from football and improving. So big up Noah. Is this big up Noah? No, is it? Ruben, when you ask me about Michael Carrick's skill, he needs to excel in for me. I would say front foot attacking football, improve the players as well. Yeah, big up. Yeah, big up. Appreciate that. Glasner, I'm not having anybody who plays 5 at the back from Manchester United. I'm not having that. I don't want any of that to do with anything like that. And he also moans about, Glasner also moans about, he'll moan about transfers. And we know that. It'll come out, the same thing with Areola. So the same thing with De Zerbi. They'll come out and fight the football club and they'll just get the sack. They'll disagree with Wilcox, Weetabix, Mr. Weetabix. They'll disagree with him and then they'll get the sack. That's what happens at this football club. Michael Carrick's not good enough. We need Luis Enrique. I don't think Luis Enrique is leaving Paris Saint-Germain to come to Manchester United. And by the way, Manchester United are only looking to sign 3 players in the summer. 3 players. 3 players in the summer, people. 3 players. Yeah. But people, run the lights up and let me just update you in what skill does Carrick excel in? In-game management, 23. Improving players, 33. Man UFC attacking from football DNA, 39. Youth development, 5. People, let's get to 100 likes ASAP. The least you can do for the channel is ASAP, please. Smash the like. So let's get into it. The bookmakers have him as a heavy favourite for the role. Michael Carrick is 10 to 11. 5 to 6 and 8 to 11 or 4 to 6 across all the betting. So yeah, Oliver Glasner is 5 to 1, 8 to 1. Gareth Southgate is 6-1 or 16-1. Nagelsmann is 16-1 plus. So United hierarchy have said that they're in no rush and to decide, and will not be. They will not be pressured into confirming who's going to be the next Manchester United first team coach. But yeah, Michael Carrick's the favourites. What they've done is they said that the club said they're going to look for a focusing on setting their guidelines. If I've come up with 4 criteria, you would think that Weetabix and Mr. Potato Head, Barada, and Wilcox Weetabix would have come up with at least 20 or 30 different criteria to be first team coach of Manchester United. I've just come up with 4 criteria on top of my head. So you would think that these guys would come up with more. Yeah. So for me, this is what they've said. They've said that they are now gathering all of the background checks. They're looking at the criteria. They want somebody who's managed in the Premier League. They want somebody who's won trophies. They want somebody who can come in and work with what he's got. And they want somebody to be a bootlicker. The one who passes all of those tests for me is Pochettino. Pochettino is not a guy who's going to be asking you questions about signings. He's not going to be that. He's going to try to improve what he's got, and he's going to be a good bootlicker, and he's going to do what he's told. He's not won a trophy, but he's managed in the Premier League. He's got managerial Premier League experience. And I do think the Premier League is a totally different type of thing at this moment in time. But what they're saying, by the way the bookies are, Michael Carrick is 55%. If you want to carry it as percentages of getting a job at Manchester United. And some people will go 65 to 75% getting a Manchester United job. And obviously, also, as you can see, he's been named the Premier League the Premier League Coach of the Month. He's been named the Premier League Coach of the Month. And that's always comes with a kiss of death, doesn't it? But people, like up the video because it costs you absolutely nothing. But do you believe me when I say I'm being objective in how we rated him? Or am I being too harsh? Yeah, but everybody wins at PSG. Everybody wants don't know football. FC. Everybody wins at PSG. Because there's no competition. There's hardly any competition at PSG. So in the French league, they've got the most amount. They've got the best players. So of course you're going to win. If you are any coach, anything worth your while, you're going to win. And he won the league. So did Emery win it. Yeah, 100%. Oh, I swear to God, I'll do a better job. I swear to you, I will do a better job than the Glazers. I swear, I just need 10 billion. Have you got 10 billion spare, Adam? Adam, Ibrahim, have you got 10 million spare? I'll do a better job, 100%, than these lot. Ineos can't be trusted with manager appointment. It's not going to be a manager, it's a first-team coach, but I know what you mean, Carty. Ineos cannot be trusted with first-team coach appointment after deciding to keep the ball fraud and then hiring the worst manager in our history and not even firing him sooner. Yeah, well, there we go. I know everyone wins, but he has won there. I know, yeah. He has won there, yeah, he has. So you are technically right, but everybody wins there, bro. If you don't win there, then you're shambles. 3 players for next season. Might as well forfeit the season. Yeah, that's what they're gonna sign next season. I'm telling you, bro. Everyone on this stream could do better job than the Glinius. Yeah, 100%, Simba, 100%. And it's not just me. Not that I'm special. I think 100%. But yeah, keep voting on the criteria. This is more or less the same score I've gave it to Carty. But yeah, please keep voting and let me just get to it. Yeah, it's not changed. It's not varied that much, to be fair. It's not varied that much. But people keep smashing the likes. We need 100 likes ASAP. We need 100 likes ASAP. 100 likes. But yeah. Now, I don't trust coaches who've never managed in the Premier League. I don't trust them. Not with his clowns, anyway. Not with Ineos in charge. And Ineos and Glazers in charge. I don't trust them. What's Carrick's CV compared to Luis Enrique? Oh, my God. Yeah. It's night and day, mate. Night and day. It's a massive. But to be fair to Luis Enrique, he's a checkbook manager. And he's managed Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain. He's won the Champions League with both. If you want to say he failed at Roma, he failed because Roma don't have the big budget. They don't. Most of these big managers, they're checkbook managers. The best coaches in the world. Scholesy, stop that! Scholesy, stop scratching! Little shit. He scratches my scratching the bench, man. The little shit. He's got a scratch tool right there. Honestly, he gets onto me, that lad. Having a cat sometimes is crazy, people. He'll start scratching and putting holes in everything. That's what he'll do. He'll put holes in everything, people. That's what he does. But yeah, smash the likes, people. This we're going to smash the likes. Whether it's 3 or 4 or 5 players, Ineos fools. Yeah. Well, yeah, because Manchester United need 8, especially if Manchester United qualify. If we qualify for the Champions League next season, that's a big if. If we qualify for then he is definitely, it's not going to be easy. And I think that it's not going to be, Scholesy, what are you doing? What are you doing, Scholesy? He's so funny, man, honestly. He's so funny. Let's get up there. Go on, get up. It's just the genes there, man. What are we doing? Scholes is distracting me, people. No manager has been given a proper backing since Fergie. Well, the closest person who had a lot of backing, spent 600 million spent on them, was Ten Hag. Ten Hag was the closest guy to being backed. Ten Hag was the closest guy to being backed. So, what does that tell you? If Carrick does well till the end of the season and gets the job, I expect a title charge. The league extinct. Cut! Carty's gone for it. He's gone for it. Big up Carty. Carty's gone for it, people. The league stinks. Do you think Liverpool are going to sit still? Do you think Arsenal are going to sit still? Do you think City are going to sit still? They're going to improve. They're going to improve next season. I expect the Premier League to be competitive next season. And I'm telling you, if we don't sign at least 7 to 8 players, I think we're in trouble because I think our league form is going to suffer. I think we might be able to beat teams in the Champions League because teams attack. We might be able to beat teams in the Champions League. We might get through to the knockouts. But I think in the league form is going to suffer because these players can't play. Majority of the players we have can't play 3 games in a. 2 games in 3 days, basically. They can't play every 3 days. They can't play a game, and that's what it's going to be like. It's going to be Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Saturday, every 3 days you're playing a game. You're going to play 2 games a week. I don't think they'll be able to do it. unless we sign 7 or 8 players. No, I'm calling it now. The summer transfer window next season will be an absolute disaster, especially the World Cup. Our incompetent board is going to be a long season. Yeah, 100%, Simba. 100%. We've talked about it on this channel. 100%. Ha. Slow clap for Ghana. Slow clap for Ghana. Big up Ghana. I hope you enjoyed your win. Listen, you don't stop worrying about the FA Cup, pal. You got a league to win. And Man City are now hunting you down, mate. They're hunting you down. That's what you need to worry about. Ineos won a yes man, and Carrick's the perfect answer. Yes man and a former player who appeals to fans. Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's partly manipulation through, like they did with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And I expect Carrick to be here for the next 3 years if they sign him. He's going to be here for 3 years at least, because that's what they do. This football club does. I checked their TV because I thought United versus Everton game is on Tuesday morning. Sadly, it's on the 25th of February, Tuesday. I thought it's the 20th. What are we doing? I thought we were playing the 20th. Oh, 23rd. No, it's a Monday. It's a Monday night. It's a Monday night, sorry. Yeah, 20th. It's a next Monday, isn't it? It's the next Monday, yeah. It's next Monday. Is it next Monday? Yeah, it is. Is it next Monday? Today's the 16th. Yeah, it's next Monday. Yeah, it's next Monday. Yeah. It's the 23rd. It's not Nay Crit. It's the 23rd, not the 24th. It's a Monday, the 23rd. I mean, that's what it is. Our biggest problem is the ownership. Our biggest problem is the ownership. It's the ownership. That's our biggest problem. Our biggest problem with this football club is the ownership. It's the ownership. So yeah, going back to what skill does Carrick excel as a future Manchester United coach? First team coaches, in-game management 25, improving players 35. Manchester United front for football, attacking football is 36. Youth development is at 4. But keep voting, people. You've actually got more people who voted than people who liked the video. What's going on, people? Please like the video. Let's get to 100 likes ASAP. I'm not asking for too much here. The only way this football club can win leagues if every team starts on minus 100 points in August. That's the way to fix it, Simba. Middle of the league just got to get 10 times better. You're right. United, a good 7 to 8 players just to compete for top 4. Facts. Now, minimum, I do care. I expect Liverpool to challenge, but unfortunately, we have a good enough squad and players at least to try and challenge. I don't think they can challenge. We've been trophyless for the past 2 years here, facts. If we hire Carrick full-time and we're finishing mid-table next season, wow, that's an indictment. Hopefully, we'll bolster our squads so we can rotate for the Champions League. That's why we need Belabor and Wharton. We're going to need more than Belabor and Wharton. Facts, Carrick is a puppet and a babysitter to those players, yeah. 23rd it is, yes. Big up to Sheikh Arian. The higher-ups want Carrick because he's an immigrant. Big up my like Fury, you know. Big up Fury. We ain't dog shy in the Champions League format. Not the group stage. We could get paired against Madrid and everyone. Yeah, 100%. But I think the most teams attack in the Champions League. That's why you've got Newcastle and them doing all right. That's why you've got other teams doing all right. That's why you've got Chelsea doing well. Because teams attack in the Champions League. They attack. In the Premier League, teams just hit you with long balls and set pieces. And that's just Arsenal. And corners play for corners. In the Champions League, they play to the one to try to win the game. Nura, how do you think these 2 weeks off have been spent by the players? Surely vital rest going into the last 12 games. No, I think more training ground. I really hope and pray that Carrick is on more time to work with them. And he has plan A, B, and C in how to break down lower blocks. And he has improved and looked at his own performance against West Ham and really evaluated that and thought, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do when I come up against this now. So I hope that's what Carrick has done. Ruben, it's not too early to run a poll on skills Carrick possesses. It's just too early to talk about making him permanent manager. No, it's not. He's a favourite. Because Tuchel is not in it anymore. Things have changed, time, space, and continuum. Breaking news. Maybe you've not heard it. But Tuchel and Ancelotti have both ruled themselves out of the Manchester United job. So is Unai Emery, because he wants to be a manager. And Manchester United are not hiring managers. They're hiring first-team coaches. So it has changed now. It has changed. It has changed, my friend. Change. So that's why we're talking about him, because he is Bucky's favourite. And that's the current news. Michael Carrick is Bucky's favourite out here. So that's the reason why we've done it. Being the Champions League is a cash grab for these owners, just like the new stadium, PS. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Carrick is decent, but the project is too big for him. He hasn't that level yet. Well, yeah, there are people linking him to the job at Spurs as well, to be fair, saying that he's Spurs. Top 4 is even an issue in this football club. How we even get to top 8, our fan base, more than happy. Yeah, 100%, 100%. The standards, mate, the standards, Adam, have been lowered so much on the floor because of this ownership, because of the banner behind me. The clowns who own this football club have lowered the standards so low, fans are accepting anything. And that's why I was shocked about my anger at drawing with relegation for the 18th place West Ham. That's why I was shocked, because I thought Carrick got it wrong. Him and his coaching had zero for me. I thought the game was there to be won. Didn't do it. Did not coach a win. Didn't do anything in the in-game management, was woeful. So yeah, we're supposed to believe we don't belong in the Champions, while Spurs, Newcastle are doing well, while being worse than United in the league. Well, this is the point what I'm trying to make to you. It's because specifically your league form is going to suffer if you don't have the squad to freshen it up. What did Spurs have had? Like 11 players out majority of the season. Newcastle don't have a big squad, and they've had loads of players injured, coming in and out, injuries. So the league form is suffering. And that's what's going to happen to Manchester United. I predict, as I sit here, that's my prediction. If Manchester United was to qualify for the Champions League, our league firm is going to take a tank next season. Because we don't have the squad to cope in both fronts. We don't have players. We need to freshen it up to be able to play a game in every 3 days. Nordin, would you take Locatelli? Watched him against Inter. He looked almost the Matic type. Yeah, you know me, I don't trust any midfielders from Italy except this is Barella. And we've already got Kobe. Definitely need 7 to 10 signings in the summer. I said it, summer will stay again. Our defense will not play more than 25 games next season. Delete Masraoui. I played less plus Maguire. Yeah, 100%. Liverpool aren't challenging unless they sack Slot. They need Xavi Alonso. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. You could say that. You could definitely argue that. Let me just have a look at the table again. Let me have a look at the criteria. If I look at the criteria, big up to I Am Titanium. I'll come to your thing soon. So yeah, big up to you, to your sorry. to your super chat. Where's Spicy Forest from last year Europa League not holding on? Look at the Tottenham, Newcastle, Forest this year. That's us next year. Yeah, 100%. If you don't sign 8 players, that's going to be us next year. Spurs, well, they get dog shite, but good in Europe. Good in Europe, yeah. But what's the most impactful film or video you have watched? What's the most impactful film or video I have watched? Well, I'm a massive film buff. I don't know what kind of video you're talking about. Talking about music video? Talking about what are you talking about? The stream, like a podcast thing? I'll tell you about the film. I've had so many films who are such impactful, but I love documentaries as well. There are amazing documentaries. But in terms of impactful, what are we doing in context of Manchester United? Are we talking about in the context of Manchester United? You don't have to do a super chat, I am titanium. Can you please specify? No, they didn't reject Emery. Emery rejected us because he wants to be a manager. He wants to be a manager. Yeah, a lot of people are in their knees for Jim, man. Of course they are. Watch West Ham go on a run to avoid relegation. Yeah, well, they might do. But I think Manchester United, if you're going for Champions League, you should be able to beat West Ham. And we didn't. We didn't even try. Your thoughts on Maguire new contract? I talked about it in one of the shows. You know, we're ahead of the game, people. You are ahead of the game. We're ahead of most channels, man. I told you lot. We see it way before the most channels see it. We've already had that debate, man. I don't think Maguire is good enough to be Manchester United next season. But if a club that wants to do things on the cheap and that wants to reward players who don't fit the system and style of Manchester United for the future, then that's what they do. It's called Glazonomics. Other than buying in a new player, they rather give, you know, to give more contracts to a player who's been there. Would I take Juve left back West Ham? Well, I've not watched him that much. I watched him for Senegal. He is a bit dopey. He starts grabbing people. But yeah, I think he's got one of a left foot. He can put a good crossing on the left-hand side. Also, Spurs and Newcastle have been decently competitive midfielders. That's why they do well in Europe. Our midfield is dog shot and get dominated by almost every other team. Yeah. By the way, one injury away in midfield for Manchester United ending up in the UEFA Conference. Facts. That's what I believe. We'd love to see Savi come in and fail, but unfortunately, the league's dead. Some people are Green Mile, Short Shocks of the Redemption, Bronx Tale. People are giving you names here. Specify, man. News clip. Oh, the news clip. News clip. What's impacting me? Well, the news clip that when I learned that, when I saw the place where I was born in northern East Africa, the city where I was when I had Geisa, seeing Israeli flags being waved, that's what really hit me. That knocked me out. I couldn't sleep that night. The city where I was born in East Africa, them aligning themselves with the state that's not real. That impacted me mentally and physically. It knocked me out. I was awake all night like that, just looking at the wall. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, that is powerful. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying to you. But that's why I was in a shock. And I'm falling out with a lot of my family. There's family that I don't speak to anymore because they want to be recognized. And I'm like, recognized by UAE and the state that's not real. Both of them Epstein file, PDF files, by the way, PDF files. So I don't know what they've got on the leaders in the place where I'm from. I think they're all in the PDF files as well. That's the only explanation I've got. Maguire is being kept to continue studying for the coaching practice. He's doing the coaching apprenticeship scheme, just like Johnny Evans. Okay, there you go. Slap is a decent backup, but Sandro needs to replace him from the first team as well. Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, Villa do not have better backup centre-backs than that. Okay. If we get the Conference League, I'm watching those games being in the Europa League. It's bad enough. I ain't watching. Yeah, 100%, Simba. Me neither. I will not be covering games here. Well, that's what I'm saying to you. They align themselves with the UAE. They chose to be slaves to the UAE and the state that's not real. Zios. That's why I think that the leaders of Somaliland, they're all in the PDF files. They're in the PDF files. That's what they're in then, in the PDF files. Big up, Jarvis. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I haven't got that long to go because I need to go and get some food.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Jumped on. Big up to you. You're preparing for your show. Give us a
preview. I just finished. I did the thumbnail and write the description and all that. So I prepared. I have a list of news and topics to talk about. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Brilliant.
Yeah, you know how it is. It's for you guys who don't know how it is to be a YouTuber. It is a lot of work actually. You have to prepare, and you can't just press live and go there and talk for 2 hours. It's not that easy. At least not for me. No,
it's not easy for anybody. I prepared the things on my mind, the 4 criteria, Jarvis. I don't know, maybe it's the 5th one, but I can only fit in 4 in terms of people to vote on, in terms of like what it is. Maybe you could add to it. I asked, let the people know actually tomorrow what we're doing. Tomorrow you're live on Tactical Devils. I'm hoping to come on tomorrow night to do a watch along.
It's Wednesday, Nordin. Wednesday is the game.
Yeah, I'll be on for that.
Yeah.
I hope you can
have me on. I want to do a watch along for Bodø Glimt. It's such a funny thing.
I'd rather watch it with you. Nordin, would you take Esu from Morocco? He plays for Real Betis, tricky left winger with pace, decent shot, makes value 20 million. Well, yeah, 20 million player I would take. Yeah, 20 million. Yeah, that's not that much. But do you think he can adapt to the Premier League? He's got level of skill set that can adapt to the Premier League? That's the thing we have to look at. But Jarvis, so this is the criteria that I've done. I don't know how much of the show you watch, but this is what I've done.
I listened with one ear and just, So
I said, what skill does Carrick is selling? So I said this from the beginning. I said, Manchester United's next first-team coach, it's not going to be a manager. It's going to be a first-team coach because Ineos and Glazers only want to hire a yes-man and the bootlickers. That's what they want to hire. That's the truth, be told. So I said, what the skill does Carrick excel in, and what do you have to excel in to be the next Manchester United first-team coach? I put in. It's not in order, so it can be in any order, right? I said in-game management, 1, improving players, 2. Manchester United DNA, meaning front foot attacking aggressive football on and off the ball, and youth development. That's the 4 things I put. Would you have a 5th one that you can think of?
I saw the other day. Maybe I told you about it. I read an interview with Fergie, and he told it took him a little while, took him a couple of years to understand what his role as Man United manager actually was. And basically the rule number 1 was setting the standards. That was his number 1 thing. And also what was the second thing? Didn't I tell you the other day, Nordin?
No, maybe you have, maybe you did, but I honestly, my brain's gone missing. But one thing, Jarvis, I'll say to you, I think that's really hard because I'm a believer setting the standards comes in after you win. You gain the respect. After you come in and you win, and you then set the standards because you've won, you keep it at the top there. I think it's very difficult to come in to a group of players with owners like we have, for the way that football is set up, the football club is set up, and come in as any coach to set standards. I really think the standards is set because of the respect and the power you gain through winning. You then can say, this is my standards, and if anybody falls below that, then see you later. But the club that Fergie set that standard for, we've seen in the last 13 years, that standard has gone from here, Jarvis, to it's now going. It's still drilling down to the underground. The world that's underneath the world.
Yeah.
It's still. It's not just gone to the ground. It's going right deep down to the to the crust of the layer. It's down there with the volcanoes. It's down there at the bottom of the sea. It's at the bottom of the sea. So for me, I think for any coach to come in, Jarvis, he has to win first. Then decide what his standards are. Then go, these are my standards.
Yeah, but I think anyway you have to set some standards at the club, and we know.
I think the club would have to set the standards.
I think actually Amorim he reinstalled some of the standards during his days. We got rid of a couple of bad eggs, to say it like that. Sancho and Rashford, and players with attitude, and players who perceived to be bigger than the club themselves. So again, I know you don't always agree with me on those two players, but I think Amorim did a okay job when he came in, and I think the harmony in the dressing room at the moment isn't bad. I think it's quite good. We don't have many too bad eggs and too much attitude in this group of players, and most of them hardworking, and you could see it right away when Carrick came in. They work hard, they run a lot. I think we have great physicality in this team, but as you said, we can judge Carrick, but not under only 5 games. I agree. I see football the way you see it. I think the first 2 games. Okay, let me just rate Carrick for his 2 first game. I would say against Arsenal and Manchester City, I give him 10.
Out of 5. We're rating him out of 5.
Let me show you. Okay. So in the first 2 games,
what the ratings were. They're there. Can you see that there? So we gave him a 4 out of 5 for improving players because he brought Kobe in. And I think Diego Dalot has improved a bit. I think Bruno's gone up a level. I think Cunha has gone up a certain level coming on.
Kobe.
I think Sesko is good. Who else?
Kobe.
Yeah, the Kobe's
Casemiro.
the big one. Yeah, Casemiro.
I think a lot of them has. Yeah.
So 4.5 we give him for player improvement. I've given him 3 point. I've given 3.5 for Manchester United DNA. Aggressive front foot football, because I saw it in 2 games. I saw a little bit of it against Fulham. I saw a little bit of it against Spurs, but then I didn't see any of it against West Ham. And then I've given in-game management. I've given 2.5 because I think his in-game management is against West Ham. I saw so many clear red lines. And then what was the other one? Youth development. I've given him 3 out of 5 because Kobe was ostracized. He's brought Kobe back in, and Kobe's looked like a player. So that's what they've done. But carry on. Now you give your score. Out of 5, we're giving it, and I'll mute.
Yeah. Okay. So the first category was tactics, or was it in-game management? No, the first one.
In-game.
Oh, you're on mute.
Well, you can do it in whatever order you want.
Okay. So for me, it's in-game management. I agree. I think it's 2.5 or even 2 because I think he failed in that matter, and especially against West Ham. He should have brought Sesko on earlier, or if it was up to me, he should have started him. So he has his faults, but I think he's learning, and it's not easy coming into a job. So I will give him the benefit of the doubt. It's only 5 games in, so he can definitely improve. It's a Premier League, and you play against the biggest and brightest minds of managers. So you just gotta learn and get used to the tempo and of the Premier League. When it comes to is United DNA, I feel that we are back, not in the way we were in the first run with Ollie, but we are in the right direction. So I agree, 3 out of 5. What else do we have? Result-wise, I think we played really well in the 2 first games tactically against Arsenal and Manchester City. That's good, but against Fulham we were terrible. Against West Ham we were terrible, and even against Spurs, the first 25 minutes until Romero's red card, I think we were terrible because our press play is not good. We get easily overrun. I think we have trouble so setting a mid block. I don't think we quite understand how to set the mid block. And sometimes when we set the mid block, the attackers get a little bit too eager and pushes too high, so we get stretched out, and then there will be space in between our defense and attack to play into. And I think Thomas Frank found that out really well, and the other managers have done the same. So again, I think there's so much to work with, but I also understand when you come into a group, let's say for 3 or 4 weeks, you can't fix everything. You got to go with the basics first, and maybe in time he will manage to fix this, but he needs to fix this soon. This should be on top of his priority, how to set the distance between the defense and attack in certain area of the game for me, because if there's a gap, we are vulnerable. And as you said, we don't have the best defenders in Maguire. We talked about Maguire a little bit the other day, and his recovery pace is not good. Neither do Licha. I think we are relying on Dalot and Luke Shaw now to be the guys who can track back and follow the runners. And that's a big gamble trusting those two guys, because none of them know how to read the game. They are not the brightest ones when it comes to football, in my opinion, especially Dalot. He sleeps a lot of times. The game goes by him. So that's a big problem. So what other categories do we have to?
So you've already said you agree with me on the in-game management. Improving players, I gave him a 3 point. Improving players, I gave him 4.5 because the players have improved. I think that's
I agree. 4.5, almost like 5. Yeah.
Yeah. So I give him a 4. You're giving.
I think
4.
everybody in the team has raised their game. So
okay.
Yeah.
So you're giving him that. I give him 4. Manchester United DNA attacking front foot football, on and off the ball. I gave him 3 because I felt as though I did see it in the first 2 games, because both teams attack us, Arsenal and City attack us. And I thought off the ball was really important what we did. And also Patrick Dogu, his athleticism, his power running on that side to give the balance was terrific. So yeah, I think I'm giving him. I saw it in the first 2 games. I saw a little bit of it against Fulham. I saw a little bit against Tottenham, and I didn't see any of it against West Ham. So that's what I'm giving him. I'm giving him a 3, and I think I've been generous. So I'm giving him a 3 for that, because that's what I saw in the first 2 games. But obviously, you have to put the context. Both teams, City and Arsenal, wanted to attack us. So that's what it would be. So that's what I'm giving him a 3. That
but
DNA, Manchester United DNA.
Maybe you remember better than I do, because how did we used to attack in the 90s? I remember when we had Ronaldo and Tevez and Rooney and all this. That was something else. That was more intricate. But the years before that, let's say in the 90s, how did we actually attack? We run down the wings and we had the strikers. Yeah. We had Brian McClare and Hughes, and
we used to play. So we were talking about 99. You talk about the 99 or 94. So let's give it. We're talking about the 94 team. We're talking about the 99.
Yeah, the 94 team, all the 90s basically. Because I think we played in the 4-4-2 basically.
We played in the 4-4-2.
10 years.
Yeah, we played in the 4-4-2. So if you wanted to fight, we would fight. If you wanted to fight, we would fight you. And then we would also ask. I remember there was a goal we scored in 94. I think there was 22 touches of the football. We went one side, came through the middle, out the other side to the other thing, went back to defense. Every player had a touch. We came back all the way this way, and then the goal went in. And I don't know who scored. I think it might have been Hughes who scored the goal. But I remember it was Paul Parker. The team was Schmeichel, Paul Parker, Bruce and Pallister, Irwin. Midfield was Roy Keane and Ince. We had Giggs on one side.
Kanchelskis
on the other side.
Yeah.
We had Cantona, Hughes up front.
Or Brian McClare, whenever.
Or Brian McClare. But it was Cantona and Hughes. What a team that is. Incredible. What a team. And then 99 team, we attacked. That was one of the most attacking teams. We conceded a lot of goals in that. Remember, the first 3 games we lost, I think. or we lost 2 on drew one, I think, the 99. I think we lost the first 3 games. After that, in that season, in every game, Manchester United scored. We would get late winners. It was the peak season of late winners.
Yeah.
We would throw the kitchen sink at them. And what was that team? It was Johnson, at times, your countryman, Jaap Stam, Peter Schmeichel, Gary Neville. It was still Dennis Irwin.
Wasn't it Wes Brown?
Brown,
that was later. That was later.
Yeah. Wes Brown was in the squad. He was in the squad. But yeah, so you had Phil Neville covering both, Dennis Irwin. But yeah, Dennis Irwin was in that team as well, but he was coming towards the end of his career. And then we had obviously Keane, Scholes, Nicky Butt, and Beckham, Giggs. And we had, who did we have? Dwight York, Andy Cole, Sheringham, Solskjaer.
Yeah, right? York Cole was the starting 11. And
yeah, but to be fair, yeah, in some games, yeah. And then Solskjaer and I was Sheringham would come.
Sheringham, yeah.
But yeah, that team could never be beaten. They didn't know when they were beaten. So we would attack. We would attack goals and we would concede goals, but we were more attacking front. We were more attack-minded, that team. We would go for hell leather. We would go risk it all to win the game. We would risk everything to win games, right? We would only knew. We scored so many goals that season, so many late goals. And the team after that, you have to build another team till the 2000 something.
That was the rude. That was the poorest Man United.
Yeah, that was the poorest because that was the team where the whole team worked for Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Yeah, but we had Veron, we had Heinz, we had
we had decent
David
players.
May, we had other players. Yeah,
we had decent players, but Chelsea were on fire, and they were winning things. Chelsea, Mourinho came and set the standard. But it took him another 3-4 years to build another team till the 2005. Remember, we won the League Cup. Then we started winning the league. And then Tevez came, Berbatov, Carrick. We signed these players. We signed some of these players. And then that's what happened. We had a midfield, Hargreaves. You know what I mean? All those players came and then we won the double. But we would attack. Manchester United on and off the ball were aggressive. Whether we were on the ball, what the definition of Fergie's teams was, I didn't watch the first 3 years. I only started watching it from 1990. 91, 92, right? 1990, 91, right? I watched that season. And it was front foot football. Off the ball, aggressive. On the ball, attack, goals. I remember United goals, strikers, great attacking play. Bam, crosses, goals, spectacular goals, chips. You know what I mean? All throughout that, having great strikers, having options off the bench, Fergie changing the game, people coming on scoring goals. That's what it was. That's what it was. That's what it was.
I have to say, when it comes to in-game management, you don't always have to change the game and win it, but you have to try. And for me, I think that's the best thing. Against Fulham, for example, I think we went 1-0 up and we went a little bit defensively. And, for me, that's not how you do it as a Man United manager. As you said, and I remember now the second thing that Ferguson said, the most important things. First thing was standards. Second thing was installing beliefs into the players. Installing belief into the players. Get them to believe that they were good enough, that they were better than everybody else. So, he was the greatest manager when it comes to this. And I believe that Carrick has some of it. He must have learned something, because when you see a changed player like Kobe Mainoo coming on and being so calm on the ball, so composed, so good on the ball, he's doing everything right under pressure. Even last game, you see even Dallo is starting to be nonchalant. He's slow on the ball. Who the hell do you think he is? Someone must have installed a belief in his mind that take it easy. When you have the ball, do the right thing. Don't stress. And I think Carrick is that type of guy. He has like the silent aura. So I think on the man management level, I think he's a 4 out of 5. Oh.
that to me is improving players. He's improved players. We give him out 4 out of 5. For me, it's the in-game management is Jarvis, watching the game, reading it. Right, this team is getting on top of us on this bit. Can I shut this bit down? Can I sort this out by getting instructions onto the pitch to say, hey, you do this for 10 minutes. Or for me, the biggest thing is risk. You have to risk it, especially at home at Old Trafford or away. When you're playing relegation fodder, you have to risk it. And for me, that game gave me the 2 games that gave me 2.5 games gave me alarm bells. Fulham, I don't know what the fan base saw. I was relieved coming out of the stadium. I'm talking about relief, and I was biting my nail throughout that game. I think Bruno did a world-class moment, and Sesko finished. That's what rescued us. The Spurs game, the first half an hour, Spurs were bopping us. I could not believe the ball from the Sicario to their centre half to the midfield, and next minute the ball's in the edge of that area with ease. They literally bamboozled that press. It was non-existent, like he wasn't there. West Ham game, they just sat back and we did nothing. So for me, it's in-game management, reading the games. I don't think he's that great at. And yes, he's inexperienced. It's only 5 games. So I'm hoping him and the coaches are working on that. Looking back at those games, seeing what they did right, what did they not do, and learning from that. And I hope that he's taking this time, Jarvis, he's taking this time right now available to him to think about those things and that he's changing them fundamentally. But for me, in-game management is low. Improving players was 4 out of 5. Getting the best out of players was 3. I give him 3, me personally. Playing front foot football for Manchester United is another 3. And then youth, for me, I've given 3 because the youth was that he got the best out of Kobe, and Kobe was ostracized. So
yeah, but I want to just see more of Shea Lacey. I don't know what happened to him. He got a red card and he's out. You haven't seen him. He's not even on the bench.
Apparently, he was injured the last game. I've not seen him. Apparently, he was injured.
Okay. Yeah. But you got to give him for Lenny Yoro in the last game against West Ham coming on. Improved player.
Yeah.
And he's a youngster. He's 20 or 19 or something. But I also read today that Lenny Yoro and Aiden Heaven has been on special training with
Johnny Evans.
Johnny Evans.
So and Woodgate was a centre back as well.
Yeah. That's interesting. I find that's the type of things I find interesting when you see improved players, and they get extra training. At least they are telling them something right. That's for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I just want to remind people again. Let me just see. So, what skill does Carrick excel in? What we expect from the next coach to be good at in the four criteria? I said in-game management 23%, improving players 33%, playing front foot attacking football 38%, and youth development is 7%. But yeah, Yoro looked a fantastic player for me, and that's why I do not believe in keeping Harry Maguire. I don't. I really think Manchester United need a new centre half, another experienced person. But I think Lenny Yoro needs to start games next season.
Yeah. Well, I said last time.
I think we could still sign somebody, and because I think Harry Maguire is, if you look for the last 2 seasons or the last season and a half, he's really injury prone. You know what I mean?
True.
As players get older, the older they get, the more injuries they get, the more the body's failing.
Yeah, but we have 2 injury-prone centre-backs, so okay, if you count.
So that's why I'm saying to you, we should sign somebody and start Lenny Yoro next season as well.
Yeah.
Apparently, the lit is only a month away or a couple of weeks away. Have you heard that news? The lit is only not that long away. Back problems.
Yeah, but
it's very difficult to fix.
That's bullshit. That news is bullshit. They don't know. They haven't said anything, And his last game was the Crystal Palace game away when Mateta was bullying him all the time, and after that he got back pain. You had back pain yourself, you never know when it's going to get better. It's not easy. Yeah. But I think De Ligt is pushing himself at the moment because we have the World Cup coming on. And this is why I made De Ligt the main topic of the show. It's about players pushing themselves for the World Cup. And we've seen it before. Players miraculously getting injury-free the
And not
months
forget
before a
Beckham.
big
Remember
tournament.
Beckham? Metatarsal, Beckham. Rooney, metatarsal.
Rashford
Yeah.
because before the Euros.
Yeah, he didn't have the operation.
No,
Yeah.
he didn't have the operation. He went there.
He didn't have the operation. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the topic of the Tactical Devils tonight. I want to talk a little bit about it because I think it's.
That's going to be. It's going to be a great show, Jav. It's going to be a great show.
I hope so. I hope so.
I'm really excited to. So, would you keep Maguire, Jarvis? Would you keep him for one more year?
Yeah, as I said, because of Lenny Euro and Aiden Heaven, because I think we need some experience into that back four, and I think just having him around. But I will say to him that, Harry, okay, I'll give you a year extension. You can get 100K a week or something, and I think that's generous. But I think he won't stay for less, and just to keep him around for one more year with the experience, give him a one last dance. But if he leaves, I won't be sorry. But I think for the youth development, I think you need some of the old heads in the squad just to help them out. Maybe he's not the right player, but for me, that's just how I see it. And I also think he still have a lot of football in him. So if he's injury free, he can come and do a job. And keep in mind, we have Europe next season, most likely. Champions League, playing every Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, so it will be a lot of games. And also you need to, Harry Maguire can be like the guy coming on, securing the games, when we're down. He's good in the low block. He's good heading the ball away, and he's still composed. So, but not as a starter, not for me. Maybe fourth choice. Would you be disappointed if that happened? Oh, you're on mute.
I don't think so. I mute because so I don't interrupt you because I've got ADHD, Jarvis, and I usually go and interrupt people. And I don't want to interrupt people, so that's why I mute.
I don't mind.
In real life, I do this, Jarvis. I do this in real life. Well, I don't want to interrupt people. I do that like that. I do.
I have my rituals, I have my snooze. I drink my tea.
Yeah.
I sit with my pen.
I literally do this. But anyway, and it doesn't help at times. I'm always interrupting people.
That's okay.
One of the things I like to change about myself. What's
Never
the question
change.
you asked
Never
me? Sorry,
change.
what's the question?
Never change.
Would I keep Maguire?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got two injury-prone centre backs. I would buy a centre half. Yeah, I would buy another centre half. It doesn't have to be spectacular. It has to be somebody with talent who you do a good scouting job at. They don't have to be first team, but somebody who you can quickly improve. You know what I mean? You can come in and quickly improve and can play. And who can play most importantly, Jarvis, somebody with pace that can play on the halfway line.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Did you see, Nora, that we were linked to this guy from the Norwegian league? Yeah.
Jarvis, there's a bit of breaking news, by the way. And it's Norway. It's about Norway. Shall I tell you a little bit of the breaking news about Norway? The bit of breaking news about Norway is that, well, yeah, it must be this morning, but it says here, breaking, Norway says it will boycott all diplomatic relations with the state of Israel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if it's fake news. I don't know if it's on X. That's what I just saw it. But anyway, go on. We're linked with the Norwegian guy. I like Norwegian. We had Henningberg and we had Jonsson, the treble winners.
Yes. We have had, and also we had Erik Nevland.
Yeah, big up Jamie Wayne. So tell us about the player, Jarvis. I need to share with us. Share with us. Who's the player?
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds. I will bring it up.
Yeah. So
It's
we're
a couple of
laughing.
days ago, but I think it went under the radar for most people.
Norwegian players,
So
defenders.
here it is. No, he's
Oh,
not
so,
Norwegian. He's from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Yeah. So my club in the North Tromsø, the place, the city where they have a deal with an academy in Africa.
okay.
So they get players in and they come to Tromsø and they train with Tromsø and he played for them last season. He's a massive. He's 19 years old. He looks like he's a bodybuilder. He's tall. He's super strong, and he's really quick. He's really quick and good on the ball. Tromsø, they play on artificial grass. They play like
Yes.
Bodø/Glimt, always playing out from the back, always never hoofing it long, never hoofing it long. So he's a massive talent. So if we could get a player like him, I would be super excited. And he's only like £5 million.
Okay.
So
Wow. Yeah, why not?
yeah.
How old is he?
So I think he's 19. 19. Kinte is his name.
Yeah.
Kinte.
Kinte.
Sedi Kinte. Yeah. So
He looks like a player.
let's see if we can find. Yeah. 21 matches this season, 1 goal, 1 assist, 8 yellow cards. He's 19 years of age. I thought he was he's from Gambia. Sorry, Gambia. He's Gambian.
Oh, Gambia, yeah.
And it's 1 meter 86 centimeters. I don't know how much that is in foot, but that's at least 6'1". I would say 6'2". So guys, if you want to know more, go check out Sedi Kinte. And we've also been linked to this Juventus fullback. I don't know if you saw him, or right back.
Yeah, I
Pierre
saw that.
Kalulu.
I doubted that. He's
Well, I think I like him. He reminds me of Patrice Evra as a player.
I don't know any players from Italy, Jarvis. Me personally.
No, that was the guy. He's from Congo. I mixed it up. Yeah.
Yeah, he's from the Congo. So
yeah, but he's French. He's French Congolese or
yeah. So if he played in France, then maybe. But Italy, for me, I don't want to sign anybody from Italy. Honestly, I think that league is a walking league. And big up Nico. What is Mossad? Look it up. Look up who Mossad are, and then look at the history of Mossad, and then you'll know about it. Big up to the Norwegians, by the way. I don't think Fredrickson
basically the FBI of Israel.
Yeah, they're the CIA, basically. CIA.
Yeah, the CIA
I don't think Fredrickson will ever be United quality. I think he's calm. One of the things I like about Fredrickson is quite calm and is decent on the ball. I think he's somebody that could be improved. But I do think we need somebody with a bit more experience. Locatelli is good. It's good for a squad depth. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, to me, I wouldn't keep Maguire if I was a club that was looking to make what it is. I wouldn't. Yeah.
Well, but I think there's pros and cons. It's not all bad if you keep him.
But I genuinely do think, if I look at his injury record right now, Jarvis, and in the last year and a half, it's been bad. And if he said to me, do I keep Martinez or Maguire? When I look at both of their injury records, I'm going to keep Martinez because I've already got kind of a replacement for Martinez who can play left side centre half than I have for Maguire. Do you understand? Like, So for me, I would get rid of Maguire and go and sign a centre back. People have been linking us with what's his name, Schlollerbach. Is it Nicole Schlollerbach? Who plays for Dortmund?
Yeah, but it's the build. It's the build. It's basically the German version of the Sun.
Yeah, but what do you think of that, Jam? Well, what do you think of him as a player, though?
He's a fantastic player, very good player. But I don't believe the rumors. It's for me. I think that's. I don't know if any of you guys watching are from Germany, but I do believe that the build Bild is a very
Yeah, it's
it's not a credible newspaper. Yeah.
It's not credible. But what do you think of him as a player? Because we've been linked to him before, Jarvis.
I hear very good things about him, but I have to be honest, I don't follow the Bundesliga at all. I don't follow.
What
the
league do you
Bundesliga
watch,
at all.
Jarvis? What league do you watch other than the Premier League?
I like to watch the Italian league. I like the Italian league, and I sometimes watch Spanish league. That's for me. Yeah, but I agree when it's just
Do you
walking.
rate the Italian league because of the historical what Italian league used to be, or do you rate it because it's just
only like back in the days when they used to show
it was
Italian
the best league in the
football.
world. It was the best league in the world.
Yeah, Batistuta.
It was the best league in the world,
Signori.
All the
of these
best players used to play there. Yeah. I really like Bastoni. If we can get Bastoni, I'll take Bastoni any day. He's a brilliant player. I rate Bastoni. I take Bastoni because I think his attributes can translate to the Premier League. Schlotterbeck, I don't know. I don't know.
But Nordin, on the Italian league, I watched the Inter Juventus game the other day, and it's incredible listening to the. Yeah, it was a good game. Inter won the game 3-2, and when they shout the names, the Italian names, they have a guy Esposito who scored. Esposito.
Yeah.
You can hear it. And Cambiasso scored also. I don't know if you remember him. His father used to play for, I think it was Real Madrid. Cambiasso. Yeah. Back in the 90s. Reminds me of. Oh, 100%. Bilal reminds me I have a show soon. Yes, I have a show soon. Yeah.
Jarvis, you go and start, and I'll send them your way now. Go and start the show over there.
Thank you.
And
I'll jump over.
I will send them your way now.
By the way,
Jarvis,
before
I appreciate you jumping on. And it's good to get the debate with you about what you think about this and that. Yeah.
By the way, this is the injury record of Harry Maguire. So he missed 53 days and 4 days this season. And the
last season,
23 days of a calf injury.
24 days, 8 days.
So he basically
missed 57 days. Remember? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say to you. That somebody who's doing this does not deserve a contract at Manchester United. And you look at it. He missed 1 game, 4 games there, 9 games there, 10 games there, 6 games there, but.
So let's say 10 games a season on average he misses because of injury. That's not good.
That's not good.
No.
And because we're going to have more games, Jarvis, if we qualify God forbid, we qualify for the Champions League.
Yeah. True. Okay, guys, I'll jump over to Tactical Devils. So hopefully I see you there. So thank you for having me on already.
On Wednesday, I'm jumping in with Jarvis to do a tactical watch along.
Watch along. Bodeglimt Inter.
Yeah.
The fairy tale team of Bodeglimt from the north against the mighty Inter Milan.
The mighty Inter Milan,
Okay, guys. Have a good one. See you. Bye-bye.
Nice one. Big up, Jarvis.
Yeah. Smash the like before you go. Bye-bye.
Yeah, big up, people. Yeah, people. So that we've been live now for 1 hour and 35 minutes. We've looked through why Carrick is the favourite for Manchester United job. And we've said what he has to be. And we've scored him, I think, fairly and objectively. I put my bias away. And I have objectively judged him in the 4 different criteria: in-game management, Manchester United DNA, aggressive style of football, front foot, improving players, 3, youth improvement, 4. So that's what I've judged him on, and what you guys have judged him on. So yeah, it's going to be very much a choice. I think this conversation is going to carry on. I said this needed to be done. I said that we should not have this conversation till the end of the summer. But obviously, with Tuchel signing for England and for Ancelotti signing for Brazil to stay on from a couple of more another tournament, tells me everything that where we're at. And I think also it was important to clarify for those people that didn't know, Manchester United are in the hunt for a first-team coach. I think Areola is in there. Well, it should be on the list, even though I'm hearing that he might go to Tottenham next season. Areola, Carrick, Eddie Howe, Glasner, Pochettino. I think they're those people. Nagelsmann. But even though I don't think Nagelsmann should be anywhere near the job, I think we should only deal with coaches who have managed in the Premier League before. And I'm telling you, a lot of United fans are not thinking about Poch, but I'm telling you, a lot of Manchester United people admire Pochettino. And Gary Neville has got the ear of Jim. And I've said that to you before. You can call me a conspiracy theorist all you want. But yeah, Xavi with experienced coach who knows the league. Yeah, that might be a shout. That might be a shout. But for me, I'm scarred by coaches who come from outside the Premier League. I'm scarred by those things. So I'm just saying that maybe that's what you have to do. You know, we need to hire people who have managed in the league. I don't know about you lot. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Yes or no? Do you agree with me? Or you disagree with me? Do you agree or disagree? Do you think that we've judged? Do you think we've judged Carrick? Quickly, just give me the answers quickly. Do you think we've judged Carrick on the 4 criteria that I've listed? We've judged him objectively. Let me know. Yes, no, yes, no. Yeah, well, I don't know about being a cancer. But he wants the apartments and a new rebuild. He's involved with that. So yeah. Yeah, big up. I appreciate you, Jamie Wayne. Well, that's what people think. But look, the conspiracy theorists were always right about what's going on in the world. The demonic people who are running the world. Yeah. But do you think we've judged quickly? Do we think we've judged right, Carrick? Yes or no? Just say yes or no in the comments, in the chat. Yes or no? Yes or no? Right, people, I'm hungry. I need to get some food. And I've been talking for nearly 2.5 hours, 3 hours now of football. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel. And please, those of you, please hype the video as soon as I hang up. But more importantly, please go and raid Jarvis. Just say delete for captain of Manchester United. Delete captain for Manchester United. Go ahead, people. Take care. Good night. Free Palestine, free the Congo, free Lebanon, free Syria, free Iraq, free Haiti, free Kashmir, free everywhere where people are oppressed. F the Glazers, F Ineos. If you're going to be down with them, F you too. Take care. F the Sayos and the war machine and the imperialists. Take care. And the colonizers.